Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best support characters in the game right now. So I've done about 3 brawler classes right now. I've done like tanks and other stuff, so you can check that out if you haven't already. And now we're moving on to the best support characters. So tomorrow's video will be more of a guide towards Power League, but today's video a little bit more fun. So we're looking through the best support brawlers. If you're kind of thinking about support brawlers, you know, the generic Poco, healers, you know, Pam as well. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using a create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright guys, so jumping into the worst support brawler in the game right now, well, within the class, it is Gray. So although Gray is a really strong brawler right now within the meta, I think in terms of support, I think he actually has one of the worst support features, mainly because they nerfed his teleport. So before, I actually think he could have been one of the best support brawlers, but because they actually nerfed it so not all brawlers can just go into the teleport instantly, I think it's kind of lost that support element with him. Of course, he's still really strong. I just don't think people teleport as much as he used to before. Normally, he's probably like the only one that teleports through it. So of course, he's a good brawler right now, but I think me myself, I would actually kind of put him towards the like low-key assassin side. What brawler class would you think that Gray would suit the most? I gotta say like assassin, because once you get the super, you can just assassinate people so quickly. So we'll try showcase it here in a second, although Tick does have his head. I'm playing absolutely terrible, and I just walk into that ticket again. It's just me at the moment. I don't know what it is with Brawl Stars. Everything just goes wrong whenever I click that play button. So again, we've got to look to use the teleport onto this Tick. We're going to use the gadget as well. This is why I just think he's an assassin. You can use the gadget, you can use the super, and all of that good stuff. So I haven't really done much in terms of getting that zone percentage. We're going to use our teleport just to get a little bit of HP back. We can smash the auto aim button and get some kills. So again, I'm going to use the gadget to perhaps kill this Tick. Hopefully the BB... Okay, the BB just doesn't finish the kill on Tick. Unfortunately, we're just going to teleport onto the Tick right here. But with a Bruce chasing us down, it's going to be pretty hard for us to do anything. Let's see if we can heal up in time and get a couple of shots onto the Poco. And Nita's healing up here. We can just teleport onto the Poco, get him down. Then we should be able to get the Tick down in time. So we've only got like 30% to catch up on, but we need to actually make this flawless if we're going to win this game. So BB's going to push up. Thankfully, get the kill onto Poco. We get the kill onto Nita, and I'm just going to teleport straight onto the Tick. And if I get it, I was going to say, if I got that kill, I probably would have won the game. So now we need to hold off from this Poco. Poco is pretty much one shot here. Nita's running in with Bruce. We're going to teleport onto the Poco, and that should be the game if we kill the Nita. Surely, if we get this Tick back as well. This is such a close game for a ladder game, and unfortunately we lose that one. But for me, you know, Gray isn't really the best support brawler. There's a lot of better support options like the next brawler. Let's hop into it. Alright guys, jumping into the 6th best support brawler, or the 2nd worst, we have Pam. So the main reason why I'm kind of putting Pam so low, again, even though she can offer some decent support in the fact that she's really tanky, can offer a lot of distractions, I just think that people don't really use her turret too much. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm playing Pam, normally it's just a Pam getting the benefits from the healing station. Like, not all 3 brawlers on the same team are just going to kind of huddle in the same area and just get healing off that small turret. It's mainly the Pam that's getting the healing. So if anything, she's supporting herself pretty well with her super. But overall, I would say there's just a lot more consistent brawlers that can offer support to a team a lot better. But of course, I do love Pam, and she's a fantastic option. If anything, I think she's still... like, it's definitely the right brawler class. Like, some brawlers are just not made for that class, but I think Pam still is a support brawler, because I won't really... well, she is pretty tanky, but she doesn't really fit the quota for tank. And in terms of like other scenarios, I just don't think she really fits in with those classes whatsoever. So unfortunately, the Colt's going to get pulled here. So they only need a few more gems. Hopefully we can sneak up onto this Buzz. We're going to pop gadget here and just let it rip on these guys. And we're going to get nasty kills from the Brock. And we should be able to get that Gene down as well. Yeah, wow, Brock is just absolutely carrying at the moment. We're not even doing anything for our team. If I get this turret in time, though, it can be a good support for the team, because it's going to be really hard for them to destroy. Only Tick can destroy it over the walls. And of course, he can only really get 1 Tick bomb at a time. And of course, it's offering us really good healing at the moment, so we can consistently stay in the middle. Colt gets a really important kill there, and that should be the game, hopefully. If Brock just runs back, going to be able to win this one. So I didn't really do too much in terms of support. I think she's more of a support brawler, probably on like Hot Zone, for example. I see a lot of pam in the hot zone, and she can offer some decent support because, of course, you're more huddled in that game mode. Of course, you just go towards that middle. But that's going to be the 6th best support brawler in the game. Let's hop into number 5. All right, guys, so jumping into the 5th best support brawler in the game. You guys might be surprised by this one. It is Poco. So the actual main reason why I'm putting Poco so low, even though, of course, he can deal some really good healing to your team, I just think the way you play Poco in this meta doesn't really support the kind of support role, if you get what I mean. Pocos nowadays in the meta are just extremely aggro, and you literally never use your super for healing. I don't know about you guys, maybe lower down people use their super for healing, but pretty much everyone uses Screeching solo. So if you use the healing for the extra damage, and also, of course, if you use the Capo, he can be a really fantastic support brawler. I think if the Capo was meta, I think Poco would easily be like the #1 support brawler in the game. But if anything, he's like this secret sniper assassin, which just snipes people for 1000 damage across the map. And yeah, he doesn't really care about healing the opponents. That's the way I play Poco anyway. Like a good Poco player will just try and farm his super as quickly as possible and just try and deal some consistent damage across the board. So we're going to use super right here. We do actually get a little bit of a healing onto our Crow, but you can just see our teammates don't even need any support. Like, I'm not supporting them. The only thing I'm supporting them in is just standing on the hot zone, and it's pretty hard for them to get me off. So Poco, I think in a different meta would be the best support brawler, but right now he's more of like an semi-aggro type brawler. But that's going to be the 5th best. Let's hop into number 4. All right, guys, jumping into the 4th for best support brawler in the game right now, we have Max. So Max is an insanely strong brawler in terms of just raw ability, but in terms of support, I feel like there's just better options if you're looking to support your team as much as possible. Of course, supers can be really good, but that's, of course, the only support really feature about Max. And I feel like you actually get super a lot less than people realize. I would say most Max players probably get super about 3 to 4 times a game, depending on what star power you use. If you use Run and Gun, you get supers a lot less frequent. If you use Supercharged, then you get a lot more supers. So for me, it just kind of depends. And also, you know, a lot of Max players can just play pretty solo in the fact that like they want to get a lot of aggro for their team. So of course, they're not going to be sticking by their teammates as much as they possibly can. So unfortunately, we're kind of getting wrecked right now. So let's see if we can get a gadget off here. Nice. We can actually confirm that, and we should be able to. Nice. Wow, that was insanely close. Random games at the moment are so painful. I don't know why I just queue with randoms. It never ends well. But we've got a super to hand pretty soon. So of course, super can be really good support for your team because you can overwhelm people no matter the composition at hand. Let's see here if we can get this kill onto RT. It's going to be pretty hard for us to really do anything. I'm going to use gadget just to survive Cole super for now. But we might be able to flank this car right here. Let's see if we can get a kill. He's literally one shot. Unfortunately, RB is literally doing nothing right now. And we haven't got any gadgets to make a flashy play. So this is going to be pretty hard for us to mount or come back. But we're going to get some decent aggro right here. Now I've got a super to hand, which I can use to speed up my teammates. But let's see if we can actually make use of this super. Let's see if my support feature is actually as good as I make out. So this Cole's going to go down here. And we should be able to get a goal scoring opportunity through the legs. I was hoping. Can we make one in time? No. Okay. Pretty down bad. I don't know. I've probably been recording Max gameplay for like 20 minutes now, and I can't get a decent gameplay. But this is going to have to do it for now. So we get another super thanks to our star power. We're going to pop this ball over to the Buzz. Let's see here. We can use the speed. Looks like Buzz is just sneaking in the grass, but we can get that kill right here. But now we've got an RT with super, which can be pretty painful to actually okay, doesn't even matter, we can just pass it through him, and yeah, there's nothing he can do there. Now we've got a super on respawn, which is going to be really good for our control. Let's just see if we can pass this up to B, and that is surely going to be the goal right there. So that's actually no, okay, I jinxed it. Why do I jinx everything? So going into overtime now, we just still should have the better composition. We've got a B and a Max against these guys. And luckily the speed's really going to help us out in terms of saving that goal. I'm just going to put the ball there because surely B can get super pretty quick. We're actually melting this RT as well. So maybe we can get super here ourselves. And let's just see. Maybe nice kill from the B. And that's going to allow me to slot that one in. So Max, really strong brawler, but in terms of support, a little bit lower on the list. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, so jumping into the 3rd best support brawler in the game right now, we have Ruffs. So whenever I think of support, Ruffs is definitely one of the highest on the list pretty much all the time. So in terms of his just kit overall and utility, I'd say that he's one of the most perfect support brawlers just because with his super, of course, you can help you and your teammates build up in HP and damage. But most of the time, you're just going to give out super to your teammates because that's where you're going to get most of the benefit off. And I feel like as well, like the way his super's used to break open the map to allow brawlers like B or other long-range brawlers to pop off even more. That's a really good support feature. And of course, you've also got his other star power, where on really passive maps like Dry Season, Backyard Brawl, where you can actually use the other star power and build up a lot of HP for you and your teammates. So I think he's a really strong support brawler. And also, a lot of times when you're playing like Power League or whatever, a lot of times, say if you're on the roughs and you know you're the much better player, you just swap and give the worst player the roughs, because that's just the type of brawler he is. He's just a support brawler, allowing you and your team to pop off a lot more. So for me, Ruff's actually one of the best brawlers in the game, always underrated and fantastic in support. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, jumping into the second best support brawler in the game right now, we have Byron. He could quite easily be the best. I thought it'd be a little bit lower than number 1 just because of how strong he is in the meta. I know I didn't try and include this on the list, but it's pretty hard to ignore it all the time. But anyways, Byron is a fantastic support brawler. I think in his prime, he was easily the best one, mainly because of the fact that you could cycle your super with 3 shots, and it was just so easy to spam out shots and heal up your teammates. But right now, I kind of use him more to hit shots just because that's the type of Byron player that I am. But the reason why he's so high as well is because of the range you can heal your teammates. You can literally heal them across the map. Whenever I used to play Byron back when he was meta, you know, a lot of different scenarios, I'll just be standing here pretty far back and just spamming heals on my teammates, you know, on really aggro compositions. Trying to think of like some bros, for example. I know there's like a strategy with like 8-bit on Ring of Fire, for example, where you'd literally just hide in a little pocket with Byron and just spam heals onto 8-bit. So that's the type of support brawler he is right now. And for me, his overall kit is just made to be a support. So I can get some fantastic heals on the tick right here. But even if I wanted to, I can pop my gadget and just get even more consistent heals onto my team. So I've got another super as well. Of course, super provides a lot of value, and I could just keep spamming supers shots onto my Surge to keep him alive in that M super. And now that just allows Surge to pop off even more. So tick is stealing the heals right here. That could have actually kept Surge alive. For now, I'm just going to heal up a little bit until our Surge is back alive. I'm going to pop a shot onto this Dynamite, but unfortunately Surge just gets obliterated. And now we've got to be careful because these guys are mounting a little bit of a comeback. So I'm just going to heal up here and try and allow our Surge to push up, because this is where the playmaking is going to happen, definitely through our Surge. So he's going to get some good shots onto the Dynamite. I'm just going to throw a super dead to confirm the kill as quickly as possible. I'm going to need to get back on his zone ASAP because we're getting destroyed out here. But we're going to pop some healing onto the Surge. Ems uses the knockback onto the tickhead, which is fair enough. But these guys are getting so close to actually getting a win. Only 2% left. But we just saw a lot of scenarios there. I know I didn't play the most fantastic Byron, but we've seen a few scenarios where the healing was just really good for me and my teammates. So that's going to be second best support. Let's hop into number 1. Guys, jumping into the best support brawler in the game, we have Gus. So just quickly on that last game, I finished 9-1. It didn't really feel like I was popping off that much with Byron, but it just goes to show that, you know, sometimes even if I lose, I do pop off. But anyways, we're going into Gus as the best support brawler in the game, mainly because I feel like his kit and his utility is so solid. Like, it's so easy to hit shots, so easy to cycle through his ghost, which of course can give your teammates a lot of healing. I know a lot of the time you just end up using your ghost to finish off a kill, but then you've got his super, which is low-key one of the best supers in the game. Of course, you've still got to hit that super, but you can use that super through a wall, and a lot of the time that super will literally gain you back some insane controls. So that's why I just love Gus as a support brawler. Okay, that auto aim was just going to the moon. I don't know what I was really shooting at right there. But now against double thrower, it's going to be pretty hard for us to mount a comeback. I don't know why I'm playing Iron Cover, because it is a very toxic map with these unbreakable walls. So we're going to use our super onto the Chester right here. This should allow him to push up pretty quickly. Dynamite tries it right there. I don't know. Okay, but Chester's actually going in quite aggro here. So it looks like super did actually work out. We're going to pop a gadget right here. I think as the game goes on, the more you'll be cycling through your supers with Gus, and the more control you can get through it. So yeah, this composition we're facing is just so annoying. A bow with mines and then just double thrower. Like, what can I do as a Gus? It's pretty hard for me to really do anything. But we're going to try it. So maybe we have to turn into a more aggro brawler instead of support in this scenario. So we're going to pop gadget right here. We should be able to get the kill onto Dynamite if someone helps pinch me, but it doesn't matter, we can just get the kill anyways. And finally we get back some controls, so I'm not too sure where. Okay, yeah, this mine is right here. Fortunately our teammate does die to them, but once he comes up, hopefully I'll have a shield in time for him. Our Grom just gonna go down in time, and now with one more shot maybe we can get our shield onto our chest down. I don't know why he's running back. I've just given him a shield. Come help me with his bow, else we're gonna lose this game pretty quickly. So we're gonna get the kill onto Bo. Fortunately mines just trip us over, but with a few seconds left we might be able to hold on to this. Let's see, 2 shots left to our super. We have Dynamite here with the tick, and yeah, this is going to be another loss, but it's just how today has been in terms of trying to play with randoms. It's gone pretty poor, but anyways, it's a Saturday video, nice and chill. But let me know what you think of my list in the comment section below. Do you think any other brawlers are better in the support category? I'd actually argue a case and put Byron as the best, because I feel like his kit overall is just completely made to be a support. He's a long range healer. What else could you ask for in terms of support? So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.